long time, and I'm gonna let you know. We have Auntie Faye in the building. Auntie Faye, thank you so much for joining me today. We've been trying to work on this for a little bit. I'm excited to have you and in the building. Make sure, first and foremost, make sure we need y'all to do that. We can go get two subs up. Let's go subscribe. Right now, she's up almost 5,000. 220 videos. She's putting on for the city. She's putting on for the Browns. Auntie Faye breaks the huddle. Make sure y'all check that out. And I was just telling her, telling you off there. And I'm a big fan of it. You and all the independent videos coming back. And the show with you and ASAP and Big Snacks and Dude and MPTs, all the people that's in that independent media. I just really think that you guys, every single time I say you guys are going leaps and bounds, y'all got y'all's own personality. And you know anything specific. Like, you really feel like my auntie. Like, when you say, like, I got an auntie just like you. She like sangria and all kinds of stuff. Like, I got an auntie that's just like you. She's going to tell you how it is and how she is. But she ain't going to hold nothing back. You got that, too.
That's what's up. Shout out to your auntie. That's what's up. That's how I am for real, though. All day, every day.
You know, we gonna get into it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and make sure you support the independent media. And you know, Auntie Faye, let's start with this. Let's start with this. How did you get doing this? Like, what was the catalyst for you to just wake up one day? Everybody, you just wake up one day and say, "This is what I want."
No. See, what happened was, I've been on YouTube for a while. Okay, I've been on YouTube for maybe like almost 11 years now. And I started out doing vlogs. Listen, my life has changed ever since I became a mom. Okay, I used to be a nanny. I used to be a kids, okay? But then what happened was, when I talk to my family and my nephews, we be debating on sports all the time, right? I love football. Football is my thing, right? I love it, right? So now, they were all telling me, you gotta like make it
500.
They took telling that for years.
We're doing
I was like, no, I'm not
4 sets of 500. What's up, Dimitri?
I don't speak like
how's it going?
I don't know.
We're doing 4 sets of 500.
Right? And I'm not gonna pretend to, right? But I know good football when I see it, okay? And I know a good player when I see it, okay? And I just like to talk on that. So then finally I just woke up one day and I saw a video of Shadora and Shiloh hanging out with Aiden Ross. And that video pissed me off. So you know what? I'm not going to talk about this. And I was like, what am I going to call myself? Like, what am I supposed to break the hell? Just everything just kind of like fell into place. And that was my first video. So my first video was me being pissed off at Shiloh and Bucky. And that video did good. And ever since then, I'm just here. I'm here with y'all. I'm here with your family. I'm here.
You know,
it sounds crazy, but that's literally how it happened. I saw one video that made me say, oh, I don't like that. Let me go talk about it and like let everyone know why I don't like it. Come to find out, in my comments, I wasn't the only one who felt that way. A lot of people literally felt the same way.
You know, when I watch, because I'm actually literally, when I
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Like, you know, what's going on in the industry. So I watch a bunch of people, and I realize when I watch you, I say, oh, she's in a segment of the market that is unfilled, it's untapped. Like, you basically brought the shame and gossip pretty much quotes, right? Yeah. And so, you know, you brought the angle of, you know what, I'm going to just keep it out at all times. I'm going to talk how I want to, I'm going to get into it, and that type of TMG energy. But it's funny though, because you kind of, like, dude, I don't know if you know it's funny, but it is super funny. But you be laughing, like, you be like, put on this, really. Like, I tell you, bro, you know that? I'm going crazy. So, you know, it's so really,
yeah. No, honestly, that means a lot because, you know, being a female and being a woman and speaking how I speak, and when I speak, it doesn't go off. If I want to do it, I'm going to come on here and do myself. That's it. I'm just going to come on here and just be everybody on TV. You don't love me or you don't.
You know, how important is it to have a woman's voice in a predominantly male type of industry. And you find yourself, as you said, you just got into it, you kind of said something and it sparked and it kind of, flourished. And you now sit back and say, wow, like, there's actually people that could be watching me that are young ladies that didn't know that this was an opportunity now moving forward because they do see you and you doing out the money.
I think that coming into this, honestly, I was more worried about what women felt about me than the men, which is crazy. I wasn't worried about what the men felt, because I know that men are going to look at me like, she don't know what she's talking about. She just like a gossiping or something like that, right? So I felt like men weren't going to take me seriously, right? So, but I was more worried about the women, because I felt like sometimes I may come off a little bit too strong, I may cuss a little bit too much. You see my comments? Like, my comments be telling me, slow down with the cussing, be a little bit classy. I'm just like, oh, Lord. So the majority of my critiques come from women. The men love me. The men, I don't care how, baby, I have this one dude, he is about 70-something years old. He's been in the old time, he said something to how much he loved me. And he called me Auntie Faye. And he come to me when he wants to laugh. He's not, I feel like the people that come to me aren't really coming to watch me to know what play or about me. You don't come to me for that, right? But if you want me to cuss out Rizzo and Boom and out of the Boom, come to me for that. Because baby, I sure know how to do that. So for me, that's kind of what it was. I wasn't really worried about the men. I felt like what the men do, I wasn't doing that. And there's no other guy doing what I'm doing right now. So I wasn't really worried about that. There's no other girl doing what I'm doing right now, to be honest with you.
And that's the great thing. I tell everybody all the time, I didn't even start hitting myself. It takes a while for a lot of people to hit your stride. I've been doing this since like probably 2010. And I got a lot of traction, I would say, maybe in the last 2 years or so. But that was because I got into kind of even only when you're in the industry, it's almost like they train you. Like they train you. And this is something I always try to explain to young black people or young people when they get in the industry. They do a lot of things and it's under the false pretenses of they're trying to help you or they're trying to look out for you. But if you really get you, and what they do is, they might not want to say anything about that. Or the unwritten rule is we don't really do this here. And in the meantime, what you end up falling into is the two biggest things that you need to have to be successful is you need to develop a fan base that understands you and wants to see what you have to say. And also, you gotta be unapologetically authentic. And if you unapologetically authentic, people can look past, it's all people, they can look past your errors.
Oh no, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping.
They don't look past, it's you being a fraud.
Exactly. And listen, I'm telling you, I said, okay, like, in order for this to work, I gotta be how I am every single day. This is how I talk every single day. I am the true auntie. The only thing I think different today, but I feel like things, it just flew on me, I'm honest,
And by the way, your baby hairs are sitting well today. The baby hairs, they gel down, they're going very well with themselves. Why not ask?
Stop with her.
That what you say what you're saying, and don't talk nice talk.
Talk sports with me all the time, okay?
Let me get into a clip. This is a clip. You don't know what Auntie Faye brings to the table. This is a clip. I want you to play it because it encompasses what she brings to the table.
What calls, Rizzo? Who's calling the rule? What calls? What calls? You mean the same teams that passed up on Shador, now they suddenly want Shador without seeing them play? How does that make any sense?
Like the calls. Who is?
Where's just be lying? Hey, don't be lying. Where's get on my nerve? It's just, my thing with Riz, he don't know what side he's gonna be on. He don't know if he wants to root for Shador or he just wants to be over here when he needs more clicks. That's my issue with Riz. I never liked Riz. I don't trust him. I just, because I feel like if you're rooting for him, and you are a fan of the Cleveland Browns, you should watch Shador on your team. So waking up to spread this rumor about him being traded makes no sense. That's why I feel like a lot of these people who talk about Shador aren't Cleveland fans.
You know what I'm saying? You brought up a point right there. And I think sometimes when you get a lot of people who come from the outside, right? Those are large potentially see people that came to support Shador Sanders, right? And those people had an outside, bird's eye view on what's going on in Cleveland. But even me, who I kind of think in a certain way, and always asking myself to be a critical thinker, when you in it, you don't see it as much. Y'all came in, and a lot of y'all were saying, I don't know how this worked, like y'all, the media don't even like their own team. And for me, it was all about fluency. I came to the conclusion, it might have been they might have got something there. Because what I started to do was look at it, and I started to listen at the way other teams were covered in other cities. And I started to watch how they would ask questions in press conferences and how they would interact with some of their players. And I had to come to the conclusion, y'all was actually right. There are people that is not in the Cleveland Browns at all. And there are people that I've worked with in this industry for decades who I would have never thought that way. But you see, when you get a fresh perspective, things can change and you can see some certain things.
It's like, okay, you see me. Almost every show I do, I let everybody know I am not a Cleveland Brown fan. Okay? I have always been a Shador, Coach Crown fan. Always. I've been watching them since like the Deion Sanders played
From high school, right?
Right, yeah. They were my Cosby show. I just love to watch them in general. Then they went to Jackson. So when you hear people, so for me, I
500 guys.
win.
500 more.
We're at 1500
down.
I want him to do good with the Browns. I want y'all to actually go to the playoffs. I don't want y'all to be my team, but I still want him to win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but you can just listen in to the people. Like I'd be on 92, what's it, 92.3 fan, and just listen to them talk about him. Just all of them, I feel like they're all in the group chat. And they wake up and they say, who's going to say what today? Okay, so you say this. Okay, so you say the trade. That's how I feel because there's no way they all wake up and just decide to be stupid.
It be coordinated. It's like, that's the great thing about talking points. It's very easy to see talking points. And so when you start, when somebody phrases something the same way, and you say, well, this person you don't actually have. You said the exact same term this person said. And how is this? What are we doing? Also, I look at it like this. My job when people came through was, I'm a Browns fan, right? We didn't see the Browns have no quarterback for years. We see the Browns not do nothing at quarterback. We've been trying to get a quarterback. And I always say, I want to take the Shador Sanders for the number 2 overall pick, and I thought that's what they was really going to do, right? And when I thought they was going to get Travis Hunter and mess around and get Shador Sanders. And when he went to the 5th round, it was funny because you said it was almost a collective thing. We was all sitting there. And I covered the Browns for the police report. I covered the Browns on all these platforms, Ultimate Browns artists. And by faith week, we was all sitting there. And they drafted Dylan Gabriel, right, in the 3rd round. And I looked at that team. I looked at that team, and my mom was looking like this. We was just hot. We were staying up watching all the games. My dad was over there, and they're like, man, this gonna sit right in my spirit. And then when that prank called, it was over there. And then it was definitely over. And I remember when I actually got Shador Sanders, I said, man, this could be potentially franchise changing. And you gotta do what the Eagles can take you to in 5th round. And no sooner did that happen, I was baffled because all of the other media members were sitting around talking about all these 5th rounds. If you cover the team you want your team to be, I would love the fact not for him to fall to the 5th round. I love the fact that we got him in the 5th round. Did you? When he said, what was the feeling with that?
I cried. I was in the living room, and I watched the draft, and I only watched the first round. I never say that one. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, nah, this gotta be a setup. Because if you went on X, everything was Shador. Like, when Patrick Mahomes tweeted and says, this can't be really tweet something like that when he came to Shador, I was like, oh my God. I mean, Trump came out and said something. Like,
that was crazy.
Shador is the biggest, at the end of the day, if you think about all of the players, the Patrick Mahomes, the Dax, or whatever, Shador is the biggest name. Why would you not take him? That is coins right there. That is money right there. And I feel like what he displayed at CU, I mean, come on. Like, the kid had no O-line to sacks after sack. And I couldn't understand why people were trying to make it seem like, oh, he took so much sacks. He had no O-line. But look what he did taking all those sacks, right? I feel like it was almost like one person started a lie or a narrative, and the media just ran with it, and then suddenly the people that you saw who were saying he should be a first round pick, he will be a first round pick, we're now saying, you know, he does hold the ball too long, but you know, he does backpedal in his yards. Oh, you know, he does it. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all were all saying he should be number one, y'all all saying how amazing he is. Baby, I cried, I said some wine. It was a lot. I was very emotional. And then I felt bad for Coach Prime as well. Because you're watching well off too. So you're watching it like real time, like what's going on. And it just made it even worse. Like for me, I was upset in my feelings.
It was crazy. And one of the things that we talked about, kind of what you think now is his narrative that, you know, he can't play, he can't do this. I love his kid for me. Jalen Ramsey was with Coach Prime. And I'm going to tell you what, people got something to explain to me.
Yeah. Jason Lloyd, what do you want to say? Maybe so, Jalen Ramsey, Coach Prime had a retreat at his home, and I love this. I love that he did this, I love that he brought, I think it was like 20 to 22 kids there. I don't know if it was like the defense, I don't know, but it was like 22 kids there, and he had Jalen Ramsey come out and talk.
Now, I preface that to show this. Jalen Ramsey came out and spoke. And what made, as you said in another clip, you said this is very important. What was the takeaway for me from that conversation and how that kind of debunked a lot of this stuff that we were saying?
Said he had a source, and the source, he believes his source, and the source said Shador cannot read or cannot understand defense, and I mean that is not. So to hear another player, a great player, you know, it's not Emmanuel Oxford, it's not like it was him just coming out and talking about it. It was Jalen Ramsey, it was a fabulous player, and the fact that he was talking about a play that would happen. And what he had to say, and just saying that Shador saw that, and Shador was able to do something else. I mean, just a breakdown of that. I was just like, you owe this man an apology. There needs to be an investigation. I'm telling you. Because there is no way that who went and said this, and I understand we can't tell our sources or whatever. Like I've heard him say numerous times, I believe my source. No matter what. And we also heard the coach. I don't know what the coach, the QB coach is, right? But we heard him come out and say that.
Hey guys, that's 2,000. We're gonna do a bonus. What's up, Johnny B? What's up, man? I see you. I see you. Yes, sir. What's up, man? I see you. Hey, you need to get over here. Y'all need to get over here and jump with me. Johnny, you need to get over here and jump with me, man. Come on and jump with me. Get on here and jump with me, brother. Let's go. Get over here and jump with me. Joseph, what's up? Jose, what's up?
It's really bad. And it's been fun to watch. He's done a really good job. He's kind of like that. He's getting some progressions. He's getting some progressions faster. He's doing that mindset. He's been receptive to everything. And that's been, as you look at your board, you're also going to put it in last year. But indicates measurables and the combine, and how to put it and all that other stuff. Maybe they're not quite what the average are considered, but I'll tell you what, if you just go back to the video from last year, even as college people, you see an athlete that plays a lot faster than the big measurables.
So here, the thing that I think echo and we all echo is, how is it that, you know, we talk about these things and we sort of we get his coach, his quarterback coach in there.
Yes, sir. Hey, we're putting in that work, man. We keep that work in.
Tyson Campbell, whether it's the rookies like Denzel Boston and Casey trying to talk about how he's always there, he's diligent, he's always positive. Quinshon Judkins saying he can definitely do this and starting quarterback. And you know, it's crazy because all of these people on record, I always say in the barbershop, they'll make people so good. So you can have a source. That's great. We all have sources. And I tell people all the time, hey, listen, I got a lot of sources, but I would go talking about it. Because sometimes those sources can be wrong. And what is more impactful? What the names of coaches are saying on record, or what somebody that you can't say their name says off.
What the coach is saying. And here's another thing, right? I also realize when I watch these shows, sometimes I do watch them, like, I don't know to, but I have to.
Hey, y'all.
Because I need to take
We
what
did
they're saying and I need to, like,
2,100 today. And we'll do 2-a-day tomorrow. And so I'll catch y'all tomorrow on the 2-a-day. Hope that everybody's having a good day. Hey guys, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. We jump every single day. And hope that this channel has been blessing y'all. Y'all hold it down. See y'all in the morning. And I'll see y'all tomorrow evening as well. Around 7 p.m. Central Time. Alright? So in the meantime, stay blessed, stay well, and keep jumping. Hey man, make sure to like and subscribe, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.